Hi, Simply Betta here, or Taylor. I have an unboxing video today. 2 enormous packages came in the mail. What could they be? Stay tuned to find out. Very big boxes. Very big. Pretty big boxes. Pretty big. Alright, so I totally just opened everything and I didn't have the camera running. So what I ended up getting was a whole new box of more containers for my Bettas. These are 1 gallon, or maybe they're just over 1 gallon sizes. I think I have 16 of them in here. Check it out. Which is cool. I've been wanting to get more because I'm very happy with them. These are the containers that I learned about from Inglorious Bettas. They're from a plastic distributor and they're really nice. They're lightweight, they're square. I like the fact that they're square. They're just more space efficient. They look nice. Thanks for letting me know about them, Gianne. They are great and I love them and I'm happy to have more because I needed more. So now I have a whole box that I'm going to wash out and put fish in tonight. I hope I have space. So I'll set these to the side and then I'll show you what's in this box. In this big box, it's also Betta containers from the same plastic distributor, but these are bigger sizes. These are, I think they're 2 gallons. I'm pretty sure they're 2 gallon size containers. I'd have to go do the ounces conversion. They're a little more squat and a little heavier duty than my other ones, but I like the fact that they're bigger. I'm going to put my giants in these because you know, they eat a lot and they're pretty big, and the less water changes I have to do all the time, the better. So I'll go get these set up for my giants as well. I think they'll appreciate the extra space. Let's see how many came in the box. I got 4, 6, 7, 8. It looks like they only come 8 per box. I'll put those to good use tonight as well. So I'm happy I got these containers. I've been waiting for them for a little while, especially if I'm feeding heavy. Keeping the water parameters nice can mean doing a lot of water changes, like a lot. And if I can do them less often, that would be fantastic. And give the fish a little more room, that would be fantastic. It's time to go do some water changes and put some fish in their new homes. Plastic jars are really exciting. I laid them out for your viewing pleasure. Please enjoy. Enjoy them. I just finished doing a 100% water change for all my Bettas, and I set up all the new jars that I unboxed. And it's fantastic. It takes up a lot more space, but bigger volume of water means I don't have to change water as much, and that's always a plus. Here's my shelf with most of my Bettas on it. My giants have the bigger jars now, and they're about double the size, which is wonderful. I love it. There's my big copper boy, if it would focus. There we go. There's my big copper male. And there's my blue boy. Beautiful fish. Giant female. I really love these guys. Then here are a bunch of the new jars I moved fish into. Same up there, and on the tippy top as well. I have 2 of my giants and their extra large ones, and then 2 smaller, normal sized fish. The lights on my shelf are LED strip lights. These 2 shelves work, but then I really need to redo this shelf and this shelf because obviously I did something wrong when connecting all of these things, and these ones don't have as good of a connection, and I didn't glue them on either yet too because they aren't working very well. I want to be able to take them off. But I really need to get myself a soldering kit to do it properly. I use these quick clips, which are supposed to clip the strip lights together, and they're just not working very well. And this one up here is, I don't think it's even, oh, it's barely on at all. So I need to get myself a soldering kit. There's my plant holder tank, currently without the light because the light's right down there on my wonderful little platy tank, platy and swordtail. There's a couple little baby platies in there. There's something about platies that I just really like. Especially the little guys, the little, let's see, dwarf platies, or some people call them coral platies, I think. I just really like them. I'd love to get myself a high fin variety. I think that'd be a lot of fun. But that's not anywhere close on the to-do list. I have some fishies up here in their new homes. They're all carded, partially carded actually, and I leave a little space where they can see each other up at the top for entertainment. They really love flaring at each other. But that way, when they want some privacy, they just have to sink down a little bit and they have some peace and quiet. Here are a bunch of the new jars. The fish are pretty happy in their new homes. And then I have a bunch of the half-gallon jars with some of my females in them. I still have a few of my regular glass jars with juveniles that are just growing out, and they get a daily water change because of their small space. I just dumped half of their water out. You can see I'm going to fill it back up after I'm done recording because the water's heating up. And then I still have my half-gallon little containers for some females and for my juveniles. Don't worry, that's not poop or mulm, that is algae. I just have to clean it out. I upgraded my ghetto brine shrimp hatchery, that used to be a cut-off soda bottle, into something much more sophisticated. This is an iced tea container from the gas station, very beautiful, with a yogurt top lid that fits perfectly. And I cut a little hole into it, and I can put my airline down there, and it is beautiful. It holds a liter of water, and it works great. Now I have two, because my fry eat a lot. You might be asking yourself right now, gee, what's in this? What's in this new tank back here that has paper on it? Well, that's a secret. I got these fish just recently. They're going through their quarantine right now in this tank. It's a fish that I have been looking for a while now, and I've been really wanting because I just think they're beautiful. And I think more people should have them, and I love them, and I got a little school of them, and I'm going to really try to spawn this fish. It's not a betta, it's a different kind of fish. And I'm excited to share it. Hi, Bubbles. Hello, Bubbles. I'm excited to share it with you guys. I have the unboxing video, and I'll post that pretty soon, and then I'll get some cool footage of these guys. I really like them, and I want lots and lots of little babies of them. You will see. Are you guys hungry or something? I love my little platies. They're so cute. Okay, it's time for a black soldier fly update. Let me step up on my trusty step ladder, and oh! There are no flies in here. Well, the reason why there's no flies is because they're all dead. They all died, but that's a good thing. They completed their life cycle, they laid a ton of eggs, and I went ahead and I cleaned this out, and it's going to be ready for the next batch of flies. I would say this experiment was a success. I'll probably end up doing a how-to video soon that describes all the steps and everything you need. But look, I love them. I love my bugs. It's time for a fry update. So these guys, I forget how old they are, but I'm gonna put it right there at the bottom. I have to look at a piece of paper. They are the dark-bodied red half-moon spawn. And they're growing so fast. Look at these guys, they're so cool. And they're hungry, they think I'm going to feed them. Which I will soon, but sorry guys, you have to wait until after I take my video. So down here in this quite large acrylic bowl, I have my 11 short-finned, bluish, greenish, goldish fry right down here. And because there were only 11 of them, they used to be in a 10-gallon tank, but I decided to use the tank for something else, which is that surprise blacked out piece right there. And they are currently living in this quite spacious bowl. Now it's hard to see exactly what size they are because I feel like the curved bowl distorts their reflections a little bit, distorts their image, I mean. But they're actually a lot bigger than my red fry over here. But they're the same exact age, right? But I think that this tank that held these guys was getting a lot more food than these guys. Obviously, I fed this red spawn a lot more than I fed this green spawn over here because there were so many more fry. But when you divide up the number of brine shrimp per fish, this tank was probably still getting less, even though I was feeding them so much more. So for the past week or so, I've been feeding them double, just trying to stuff their little faces so they can catch up in size to my green spawn over there. Here's my black half-moon plakat spawn, which I really hope is butterfly. They're doing great, they're growing fast, fast. There's a lot of these little buggers in here. I forget how old they are. I'll put that right down in the corner. They're so cute. Then this tank is my half moon, light-bodied Cambodian type with the reverse butterfly pattern. There are a lot of fry in here. I have to feed this tank so much. But they're growing fast too. I'm feeding this tank a lot more than I was before because I feel like they're a little shrimpy because I wasn't giving them enough food. Proportionally per fish. Like this tank again was getting so much food in my eyes, but when divvied up per fish, it must not have been enough as their exact same age counterparts, the black spawn, that are bigger and more developed. So I learned my lesson. I'm now feeding these little buggers much more. This is my other Cambodian type spawn. This guy is a double tail. Look at his tail. You see how it's split down the middle? Now let's see if I can get it to focus a little better. There. You see his little split tail? My fish must have been carrying double tail, and I didn't even know it. For some reason in this spawn, I've had a lot of fish with swim bladder issues. Not swimming very well, their hindquarters kind of sink down when they try to swim. And I don't know why, I've never had this happen before. But I've just been taking care of them and trying to feed them the best I can. Like you can see this little guy, he's having some swim issues and he just swam away. You see how his hind end kind of sinks down when he swims? He's not the only one too. There's a handful in here who have that same issue. And I have a lot of fry who never even really made it off the bottom. They're not swimming at all. I think I might just end up culling them. I'm not really sure. I was just giving them a chance to eat well and hopefully start swimming. But they're not. They just sit on the bottom. Let's see if I can get a good shot of a few of them. There we go. Like look at that guy. Let's see if I can focus. You see how they're not swimming at all? It's so weird. I don't know why, but I'm probably going to have to end up culling them. That's just about it for my fish room update. On other news, I'm going on a trip soon. I have recently planned a 3-week trip. I'm going back to Alaska to see my family, and I have to leave all my animals behind. And so I am going to start preparing my animals for me leaving for 3 weeks. So out of the 3 weeks that I'm going to be gone, nobody's going to be here to take care of my fish for 5 days. So for 5 days out of the 3 weeks, my fish are going to be on their own. But then for 2 weeks after that, my husband's going to be home and he's going to be taking care of my animals for me. My fish. He'll be feeding everybody and doing water changes. So I have to start getting ready now. I leave in about 9 days, and for the next 9 days, I'm going to overfeed my fish on purpose and really feed them well, fatten them up a little bit because, you know, they're not going to eat for the 5 days, and then for 2 weeks after that, they're going to be on pretty lean rations. And the reason why they're going to be on lean rations is so my husband doesn't have to change the water as much. I don't want to do that to him. This light's flickering back here, and that is why I need to get myself a soldering kit to fix my little light system. So there's my fish room update. Stay tuned, I'll have some videos coming up on preparing all of my animals for my trip, and also unboxing my beautiful little which I'm going to bleep out because I just said what it was. So stay tuned. Be sure to like and subscribe and have a great day.